Welcome, Highlanders, to our Econ 3 Section 50 Introduction to Microeconomics Canvas course site. And the purpose of this video is just to help you navigate through our Canvas course site so you know where to find all the assignments and things that you're going to need to complete throughout the quarter. So when you first log into the Canvas course site, this is what you should see. The first thing posted up there is the most recent announcement. Make sure to check that out if you are interested in kind of upcoming dates and things like that. It's going to help remind you about which assignments are due and when they're due, and just keep you on track for the course. Scroll on down here and you're going to see several links here. The first of which is to our syllabus. So if you click on that, it'll take you right to that. You also have our Econ 3 goals contract, right? That is going to help you answer some questions in the very first survey that you can complete for extra credit in our introductory module. It's my goals for the course, kind of some challenges I anticipate in reaching those goals and some ways to overcome those challenges. And I want you to kind of create your own goals contract for our introductory module survey, right? It's going to give you an extra credit point should you choose to do so. And then you have a link to our Zoom student hours. So remember, I'm going to be having student hours both in person and through Zoom this quarter. So if you can't make it in person, or if you just prefer to visit through the Zoom link, right, you can find that Zoom link here, right? Here's a link for a page that I call Inspiration and Positivity, right? So I know that we're on the heels of a pandemic, right? There's been a lot of bad news out there. It seems like bad news is the only news, right? So I just have a bunch of links to good news stories and inspiring videos and music clips and things like that. Stuff that will hopefully, put you in a good mood and help you kind of get away from all the bad stuff that's going on out there. I also have a link to our our class Discord site. So if you're interested in talking with other students through Discord, we do have an official class Discord site here that, again, you just use this link and it will take you right to it. Right? If you run into any issues using Canvas or anything else this quarter, you can contact technical support. If you end up struggling with any mental health related issues this quarter, you can check out student resources. It has things like campus health and wellness and psychological counseling, right? So if you need those kinds of sources, I provided them there for you, right? And then finally, we have a link here for student opportunities, right? So every once in a while, I'll get an email when I teach these big classes saying, hey, we have some internships available, or we're a student group that's trying to advertise on campus, or in some cases, it's just some group trying to let you know what they're doing and how students can get involved. And they always want to take up just a couple minutes of class time to tell you about it, right? But this is your class. You paid a lot of money for it, right? So rather than let them take up your class time, I tell them I can't give you any class time, but shoot me an advertisement and I'll post it here under student opportunities. So if you're interested in checking out some internships, or if you're interested in looking at some of the student clubs on campus and what they're offering, you can find that there in the student opportunities page. Right. As you scroll down, again, you can see the title to the course and our schedule of live classes, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 10:50 a.m. The link to the tour of our Canvas course site video will be located here as soon as that video is done, right? And then we're going to have, again, a reminder there about the announcements of the recent information posted for the class. And then when it's time to get started, just click on modules and you can go right into navigating through this particular course, right? I've also provided my information here. Right? I've used this as my avatar. I'm starting to go bald here, so I'm just trying to kind of lean into the skid by using this One Punch Man avatar. But yeah, that's me. This is my email. Again, that's my office phone number, but feel free to call me on my cell phone. There might be a better way to getting a hold of me if you need to call me. Remember that this is where my office is, and I'll be available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in that office from 12 to 2 for my student hours, right? Both in person and through Zoom. Once again, just using this link up here, right? Just go to that Zoom student hours link if you can't meet me in person, or if you just prefer to meet through Zoom during those student hours, right? Again, if these times don't work for you, just let me know what time does, and I'll try to arrange a time that best fits your schedule. Again, you can click on announcements here if you're interested in checking out any of the recent announcements for this class, but the real star of the show is this modules tab. So if you click on modules, it's going to take you right to the module page. Right now we have module 0, which is kind of the intro to the course, and then module 1, which is what we're going to be completing here during the first week of our classes, right? So with that in mind, you can click on any one of these things here right from the modules page, right? Or the best way to complete the module in order is just to click here on the overview page, and it's going to give you a list of steps. So each module is organized in steps, and again, the steps are listed here in the overview. So step 1 for the intro module is to read the syllabus and the goals contract that I provided for you. Again, just so you have an example of how to fill one out for that extra credit survey, right? And again, if you click here, it'll take you right to that syllabus and that goals contract, right? And then if you want, you can watch the introductory video. So if you can't make it on the first day of class, again, you can watch the introduction video instead. And here are the PowerPoint slides, both in PowerPoint and PDF form, right? So you can take notes while watching that video if you see fit. And then I have an optional tell me about yourself survey, right? It just kind of lets me get to know you as a student so that I can start making examples that tailor towards your interests. And then we have the class rules and academic honesty survey that you can complete for 1 extra credit point by 11:55 p.m. on Friday, January 20th. And then finally, I do have a kind of meet and greet discussion board where I introduce myself and kind of give you the ability to introduce yourself if you feel the need. But that's optional. It's not required at all. There are no required discussion board or Discord posts for this class. They're all just optional if you want to connect with me or your fellow classmates. So once again, once you get to the end, just click next, and it's going to take you right to that first step, which if you remember is to read the syllabus. So you can start reading the syllabus here, right? It's available for you. Again, if you click next, it'll take you right to that goals contract that you need to read, right? Again, that's available for you here as well. If you click next again, it's going to take you right to our introductory video, which basically contains the information that you can also read in the syllabus. So if you have to miss, again, the first day of class, you can watch this intro video instead, right? I'll kind of give you the breakdown or rules of the class. So definitely recommend that you check that out if you're confused about how this class is going to operate, right? Again, just click on the play button to start watching that video. If you click next again, it's going to take you to that tell me about yourself survey. Again, this is optional. It's not for any credit, extra credit or otherwise. But again, it kind of allows me to get to know you as a student better, so I can start making examples that are going to kind of be tailored towards your interests. Just click on the take the survey button and you can start that immediately. Now, the one that is going to count for extra credit is this online rules and academic honesty extra credit survey, right? If you complete that by 11:55 p.m. on Friday, January 20th, then you'll get an extra credit point for doing so. So again, just click on take the survey and it'll take you right to it. And then finally, we have our discussion board meet and greet. So it tells you a little bit of information about me, including a picture of my family there at the bottom, right? If you want to kind of post some information about yourself here, right, so we can get to know you a little bit, then feel free to introduce yourself here as well. But again, it's not required. Now, if you click next again, it's going to take you right to your first module containing the material that's going to be included on the quizzes and exams, and that is Module 1. So here in Module 1, we're going to cover Chapter 1. Now, again, this class is set up in such a way that you can always come to the live in-person lectures. I'll be there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 10:50 a.m. teaching the class. But if you can't make that, or if you just don't want to make that for whatever reason, then you can start watching these lecture videos instead, right? So as you're watching these lecture videos, you can start take notes alongside that video using these PowerPoint slides in both PowerPoint and PDF format, right? You can also watch the discussion session video that is available for you here as well, right? Again, you can either attend your discussion session live with your TA, or if you prefer, you can watch this pre-recorded video instead. Again, you never have to walk into the class if you don't want to, right? You can always just complete this class asynchronously from home through Canvas using these videos. But I will be available during our regular class time, and your TA will be available during the discussion section time, right? So again, if you do want that live instruction, that's going to be available for you as well. And again, just like with the lectures, the discussion session PowerPoints are available in both PowerPoint and PDF slides, right? With that in mind, once you complete that discussion session video, the next step will be to complete that discussion session assignment. Check out the practice questions, check out the course book questions, check out if you like the review session video, because I create a review session for every module as well. And again, there are PowerPoint and PDF slides available for you to take notes alongside that video should you see the need to do so. And then you have the module quiz due at the end of each module. Remember, you have 3 attempts at that one. The highest score is the one that counts. And then a virtual break room, right, which we'll talk about when we get there. So once you have an idea of what steps you want to complete for the module, then just click next again, and it's going to take you right to that first lecture video. So once again, you can either come to class and listen to me give this lecture live and in person, or if you prefer, you can go ahead and just watch this lecture video from the comfort of your own home. I've tried to set up this class to be as flexible as possible and to accommodate anybody who might be suffering from COVID-19 or be housed with somebody who is susceptible to COVID-19. I want to make sure that, again, I take care of your health here, right, by giving you the option to complete this either online or in person. So if you prefer the in-person option, don't worry about watching these videos. Just come watch me or just come to the actual class and watch me give this lecture live. But if you're somebody who's a little bit worried about being around 570 people in the same room, well, then just watch these videos instead, right? Click next. It's going to take you right to that second video. And if you click next again, it's going to take you right to the third video. If you click next again, it's going to take you right to the fourth and final video for lecture video for the module, right? Now, along with these lecture videos, you also have a discussion section that everybody is signed up for. Again, you can either attend that live with the TA, or if, again, you're just nervous about being around people during the pandemic or whatever, then you can just go ahead and watch this video from your own home, right? So again, I have gone through the same material that your TA would go through in class, right? I just happen to have, again, created these pre-recorded videos, so you can either go visit your TA and have them give you this information live, or if you prefer, you can watch this discussion session video instead. Click next again. It's going to take you right to the discussion session activity, which is based off of that discussion session video. Just click on take the quiz. You get 2 chances at it, and the highest score is the one that'll count. If you click next again, it's going to take you to those practice questions. These are questions that I have created that are similar to some other questions that I've created that might appear on your quizzes and exams. If you scroll past all the questions, what you should see is an answer key. And with those answer keys, you have, again, explanations for why the right answer is indeed the right answer, right? Now, if you click next again, it's going to take you to these course book questions, which are developed by the publisher of the test book, right? So they kind of have this course book that students can kind of log into their website and get access to, right? With their permission, I've been able to get access to these questions and provided them here for you on our Canvas course site so that you do not have to pay or log into their website at all, right? So again, if you scroll past the questions, you will see answers, but unfortunately they do not give you the explanation for why the right answer is the right answer. But if you do get stuck there, then just come see me during my student hours and we'll walk through that question together. Right, click next again. It's going to take you to that review session video. Right now, again, for each module, I've come up with a review session. Right, that kind of gives you a 20 to 30 minute summary of kind of the major points that we talked about throughout the chapter. Right. So again, just click on play to watch that review session if you feel so inclined. It's not required. It's completely optional. But if you're interested in reviewing the material, whether you've been watching these videos from home or the live lectures, right, you can always just check out the review session if you see fit. Click on next again. It's going to take you to that module quiz. Right, again, this is 10 multiple choice questions. You get 3 chances at it, and the highest score is the one that counts. Now, if you click next again, this is a little unusual, but here in this module, I do have an extra credit opportunity that's available for you. Right, if you come to the live and in-person lectures, you're going to be seeing me wear these economic T-shirts. Right, if you want to create your own pro-economics T-shirt slogan and submit it here through this link, then you can get some extra credit for doing so. Just make sure that you follow the rules of the assignment, and those aren't going to be due until Friday, March 10th, so you got plenty of time to think of one. Now, if you click next again, it's going to take you into the virtual break room. Now, this is completely optional. It is not required at all, right? But if you'd like to, you can take a look at the things that are available for you here in our virtual break room. The first is an exercise break to kind of get you up and away from your screen and moving around. It says that exercise helps improve cognition. So if you ever find yourself struggling or just kind of mentally tapping out, then you can go ahead and check out this exercise break. And I've even included a section here called Pass the Prof, where I showed you what I did during the exercise break. And you can go ahead and try to beat that if you like, right? And then if you're more into having a relaxation break, that's usually like a guided meditation or breathing exercise. You can kind of mentally check out there as well. Right now, if you want a more intellectual break, you can check out these digital escape rooms that I've created. So you can use the material from Module 1 to answer some clues and see if you can actually escape the digital escape room. So if you're into escape rooms, it's something that might be fun for you. It's also kind of an interesting way to interact with the material, kind of test your understanding of it, maybe help you learn it a little bit. So it's a kind of way to help study in addition to just being a fun way to take a break from our normal activities. And then there's a social break, which always consists of a good vibes discussion board where you can do things like maybe post your score from the exercise challenge, maybe keep track of how long it takes you to solve the virtual escape room locks, and maybe post your time there and challenge other people to beat it. Or if you found yourself relating to some of the material in the module and you want to tell a story that relates to it, you can post that there as well. Maybe just, again, talk to your fellow classmates, ask questions, just interact with one another. So feel free to check out these virtual break rooms. They are not required. They're just there to kind of help you take a break from the material. And so that's really it. Once again, you can either click on any of these things directly from the modules page, or you can just click on the overview as see the steps to complete each module and then complete them step by step, which might be what I recommend to do if you're going to be completing these completely from home, right? Now, each week a new module is going to be released. So towards the end of week 1, I'll release module 2. Towards the end of week 2, I'll be releasing module 3, and so forth and so on, right? So you can just keep track of this class as you're moving through it. Right. Once again, should be pretty easy to navigate the class after watching this video, but if you have any questions at all, then feel free to either call me on my cell phone, shoot me an email, or come visit me during those student hours. And if those student hours don't work for you, then just let me know a time that does, and we can meet then as well, right? Again, you can either visit me in person or through Zoom using the Zoom student hours link. I'll be available either way, right? So with that in mind, just let me know if you need anything. I look forward to working with you all this quarter. If you have any questions, let me know. But in the meantime, stay safe and healthy. Take care.